the pages, beyond the screen. Tonight, our stories come alive. Tonight we cross the mystic line where dreams and legends intertwine. From dragon's fire to galaxies, every tale begins within the mind. Heroes rise when darkness falls, adventure echoes through these halls. Every song a story told, every heart a spark of gold. Raise your voice, let the magic ignite. Every dream comes alive tonight. Welcome to Fantasy Fiction Live, where dreams and stories come alive. Music, stories, and magic unite, bringing imagination into the light. Hosted by Scarlet, where fantasy grows. Every artist has a story the whole world should know. This is your kingdom, your stage, your night. Welcome to Fantasy Fiction Live! Streaming on the Swain Family Records Network. The adventure begins right now.
Oh, the Disney sound. I love it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight on the Swain Family Records Network for Fantasy Fiction Live, an unforgettable night filled with imagination, adventure, music, and storytelling. Step beyond the ordinary and explore worlds of magic, heroes, legends, and endless possibilities. Once the portal opens, anything can happen. I'm your host, Scarlet, aka Rebecca Lynn Mills, and I have with me our tech wizard for the evening, O'Mega Knightmoon, to assist us on our journey. We are excited to have everyone with us tonight. Before we begin our adventure, I want to take a moment to let everyone who is participating in this show introduce themselves, tell us about them, where we can find their music, and answer the question, what's a popular fantasy or sci-fi franchise that you never have gotten into? Up first will be Mr. Forge.
Just call me out, why don't you? Well, everyone, I'm Forge, Larry D. Noe Jr. Pretty easy to find around here. Everybody knows me for the most part. As far as I guess you'd say, sci-fi fantasy like platform, whatever that I've never gotten into was actually Warhammer. A lot of people enjoy it, but I always looked at it as a money sink, so I never really got into it. But the only aspect of it I ever did get into it was some of the books, especially over the catagens.
Well, awesome. We are very happy to have you on our show tonight, and we can't wait to hear your song in just a little bit. All right, Miss Beth, tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find your music, and the same answer to the same question. What's a popular fantasy or sci-fi franchise that you've never really gotten into?
I'm trying to unmute. Okay. So I'm Beth Oliver. Skylar's my artist, my main artist. You can find me pretty much on any streaming platforms. I'm well known also around this group. I do have Talking and Tanya show that's on Tuesday nights at 7. Excuse me, my voice is going out. Uh-oh. Hope you're not getting me sick. So anyways,
Forge's fault.
the sci-fi fantasy franchise I never got into was I've never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I could see that. And that is, if you're not into that type of fantasy or fiction or sci-fi, it is a really hard one to stay in and follow because it moves very slowly at times, but it is also very graphic as well.
Glacially. It moves glacially.
All right, O'Mega, tell us a little bit about yourself and your answer to the question.
Well, they say that the Rolling Stone gathers no moss, but if you kick over a mossy stone, you might find some of my music. The sci-fi franchise I never got into was Lex, and that's Lexx. It, to me, just was a really overly sexualized show that its only draw was the sexual component.
All right, and that brings me to, I guess, me. Well, I'm Scarlet, also known as Rebecca Lynn Mills. You can find my music everywhere on all streaming platforms, Apple, Amazon, anything, YouTube. I have TikTok and Instagram as well. If you search my name, you can find me. I also host Jammin' with Scarlet and O'Mega, the open mic poetry night, and I will be doing a Wildcard Wednesday show this week with Mr. O'Mega Knightmoon. For me, I would have to say The Walking Dead. I mean, I like zombies and stuff and things like that, but I could never really get into The Walking Dead for whatever reasons. I know I saw your face, Beth. I'm sorry. That was really a hard one for me to be able to get into, enjoy, and stick to the storyline, because if something doesn't catch my attention, I will lose interest really, really fast. So that's why. All right. So, O'Mega, do we want to just get started with people telling us about their songs and go on and jump into everything?
What do you think, Forge? You want to jump in and do your song?
Works for me. I mean, mine's pretty simplistic. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for going on probably about 24 years. Had quite a bit of experience with it. Been playing since I was 18. I actually still play to this day. I've got a group that is led by a man that I've known for almost 30 years. And I've created all kinds of characters through that time period, but there's some that really stick with me. And with this, I actually didn't want to do a single character just because of how diverse I am with it. I actually did a full party and have composed a song that tells the story of that full party.
Well, and I must say, Forge, thank you for creating my updated Dungeons and Dragons character so that it fits in the party. So the next time I can go join you guys, it'll be a lot of fun.
He also created my character.
I'm pretty good at it. Been doing it a while.
All right. Well, let's listen to Heroes, Beasts, and Legends by Forge.
They call us legends, remembered for the monsters we killed and the kingdoms we have saved. They rarely remember how strangers became one. We are more than just a party. We are chosen family. Xander came with emerald scales, a living wall of wrath, a brother built by brutal roads, who never leaves the path. He carries storms within his blood and strength no chain could hold, but beneath the rage his word is law and his loyalty is gold. Alexander walks through arrow storms to reach the ones who fall. He raises shields against the dark and answers every call. He bears the names of those we've lost so none will disappear. The wounded know when he arrives that hope is standing near. No crown commanded us together, no bloodline made us kin. We chose the ones beside us, and we choose them every day. We were not born beneath one banner, we did not share one blood or name, but every oath we gave each other was tempered in the flame. They call us heroes, beasts, and legends. Let kingdoms name us what they please. When darkness comes, I do not stand alone. My family stands with me. I found a Lara bound in chains in the darkness of a wagon. The man who held the keys declared her very life for transgressions and to try to stay my hand, but some words demand reply. My hammer spoke against his head and taught his judgment how to die.
You broke the chains around my wrist, but I broke something too. The walls you built around your heart could not withstand my truth. I saw the man beneath the armor, the wounds beneath the rage, and learned that home was not a place but love that chose to stay.
Heroic studies every weakness, not to conquer but defend. He searches for the hidden path that helps his people mend.
Silver reads the moon and stars and listens to the land. Two patient minds began as friends with purpose close at hand.
Respect became a quiet warmth that neither could deny, and we all saw it. Now earth and heaven move as one whenever they stand side by side. They prove that love can build itself without a sudden flame. Close to death, still fighting for his breath. I carried him to Alexander, who pulled him from the edge. He had been cast away, exiled, a wolf without a pack. We gave him neither cage nor chain, we only had his back.
Now every truth around his neck reminds him who we are, and when one heartbeat falls in danger, he will find us near or far.
They call him wild and reckless, but we know what others miss. So throw himself against the blade before it reaches one of his.
Sandal breaks another chair, then swears it was too small.
Alexander hides a crooked smile
while quietly judging us all.
And Lara sings, and every voice inside the room grows still.
Rorik and Sylvia debate
the meaning of some ancient scroll. Fedna watches every door, even with the drink in hand. And for a few quiet moments, I am not a weapon.
You are simply one of us,
but threaten one among us.
And every eye turns still.
Your lie becomes a warning.
The shield begins to rise.
The wolf awakens
and marks you with his eyes.
Emerald fury rises
and shakes the ground.
Arcane magic gathers
and moonlight bends.
Then the hammer falls, threaten one,
and seven answer the call.
That is the oath we live by.
There is nothing we would not endure,
and nothing we would not give, standing side by side. We were not born beneath one banner, we did not share one blood or name, but every oath we gave each other was tempered in the flame. They call us heroes, beasts, and legends. Let kingdoms name us what they please. When darkness comes, we stand together. No one falls while one still breathes. They are not soldiers at my back,
they are not weapons I command.
The party does not stand with me,
I stand with them.
We are chosen family. We spent our lives becoming something
no enemy could break,
standing side by side,
keeping each other safe.
Legends remember victories.
We remember the journey.
All right. That was really good. I liked the cover art with all the characters. I like how you talked about each character's role in the song and also in the game, how they kind of all play together. But yes, Forge's lineup for Dungeons and Dragons, any one of those characters he plays is brutal in a campaign. And you add in the other characters that he created. And it makes for a very interesting, fun night of Dungeons and Dragons that could go on for as long as you want it to.
Actually, the story behind those characters, every single one of those characters got banned. They were deemed too powerful by the build I made them under, so I was told I couldn't play them anymore.
Exactly my point. You make really good characters and then they become too powerful and we don't get to use them in the game. And apparently I misspelt the instrument that I like. It's called the ocarina from Zelda. It adds an extra, I guess, powerful to the music, and it gives that like video game feel in a way, because I always remembered him playing it in all the Zelda games, and my son's a huge Zelda fan, so I hear it all the time.
I wouldn't say he's a huge fan.
All right. Well, up next we have Miss Beth with her songs "Wizards of the Night." If you were, Neon Night. Sorry for saying your title. If you were to use this character playing Dungeons and Dragons, why would you choose this specific character?
Because wizards have all power. That's my honest answer. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons either.
Neither have I. But
Okay, good.
I have played enough D&D based video games that I get the basic grasp of it. Our two nerds are Larry and Rebecca.
So, what made you come up with the idea besides wizards being awesome? So, what's the premise behind the song?
It's
why
like
do you think they're so powerful?
Because it's like a futuristic song. They're powerful in their own way. They just they draw me in. Whenever I see like a wizard, it draws me in and draws my attention. So I'm like, So that's kind of what I did with the song, is I draw you in and draw your attention.
See, I've always been a druid myself, so you got the healing power, plus you can shapeshift into animals, so that's kind of cool.
Well, I'm excited to see how she's going to draw us in with all these magical wizards. So, without further ado, here's Wizards of the Neon Night.
In the city where the stars don't shine, where the machines dream in electric light, I walk between the worlds unseen, with a crystal in my hand and fire in my dreams. They call me wizard, but they don't know my name. I bend the future and I rewrite the game. Neon on my face, ancient runes glowing through cyberspace. I've got a staff made of carbon steel and 1,000 spells that the machines can't feel. I'm digital dragons in the midnight sky. I summon thunder when the satellites fly. Cold in my blood, magic in my veins. I speak one word and I control the flames. Clockwork demons crawling through the street. My hand and they fall at my feet. The future tried to steal my crown, so I cast one spell and I shut it down. Electric stars are burning bright. Magic awakens in the dead of sky. I walk through portals made of liquid gold, seeing tomorrow before it unfolds. Robots kneel when I enter the room, an holographic raven circle the moon. I don't need a throne, I don't need a crown. I got galaxies spinning when I turn around. Every constellation knows my name, every dark dimension fears my flame. The code starts breaking when I say the spell. Heaven above in a digital hell. I open the gate, hear the universe scream. Nothing is ever what it seems. Electric stars are burning bright. Magic awakens in the dead of night. Make the dead arise. I'm the wizard, hear the thunder call. One spell and I can watch the whole world fall. Magic and machines collide. I'm the last spellcaster in the digital sky. Open the portal, unlock the gate. Time is a weapon and I control fate. Past meets future, stars start to burn. I write the prophecy and watch the world turn. You can't download a soul. You can't stop the wizard when he's taking control. I'm the wizard of the neon night, ruler of the darkness, master of light. Fire in my hands, lightning in my eyes. I've been the future underneath these skies. I'm the wizard, hear the thunder call. One spell and I can watch the whole world fall. Magic and machines collide. I'm the last spellcaster in the digital sky. Neon fades, the stars ignite. The wizard walks into the future night.
Yep, that song was on fire. I was banging along to it, dancing to it. It was drawing me in, all the different styles that were meshed with it. It was so cool and awesome. So thank you very much for playing and sharing Wizards of the Neon Night with us. Like you were right, it drags you in and it pulls you in because you have all those different styles, and that was cool.
You definitely did a really good job with it, Beth. Very good job.
Well, they took everything I was going to say. I mean, honestly, I really like the beat to it, and it definitely drags you into your, brings out in the imagination exactly what you're painting with your words, and that is something that is so rare in today's music, to actually be able to see in your mind what you're actually, what someone's actually singing about.
Thank you.
What? Well, alrighty. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take some time to
No, not that. Please, not that.
to pay the bills.
Okay,
I'm gonna
time for
go
me
as
to take a
fast.
break. I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go as fast as I can. I'm not gonna say the show topics. I'm just gonna say the show names as we go. But again, we want to thank everyone who is watching right now and joining us for Fantasy Fiction live streaming on the Swain Family Records Network. If you like what you see and haven't joined our group yet, you can search us. You can find us on Facebook by searching for Swain Family Records Music Competitive Arena. There are 3 questions you must answer, plus you must check the checkbox. Otherwise, you won't be accepted into our group. If you have more faith-based music, you can check out our sister station and sister group on Facebook, the Swain Family Records Kingdom Sounds. Once again, you'll answer all 3 questions and check that checkbox. Once you've done all that, you'll be accepted into all of our wonderful groups. When we stream our events, we stream them on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Some of our shows stream on Facebook because there are podcasts, so there's no music played. And here's what a week looks like for us at Swain Family Records. Right now, we have 18 programs, 7 days a week on one network. On Mondays, we have at 7 p.m., we have our Unfiltered and Unapologetic 2 Peas in a Pod podcast hosted by Kay and Yetta. Then at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have Jammin' with Scarlet and Ωmega. That's our rock and metal theme show. On Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. in the UK, for those of us that are friends in the group that are overseas, we have our Global Sounds Top 5 Results show hosted by Chrissy G. He does spotlights with music artists and will go that and reveal the results of the anonymous chart that he plays from Friday. Then at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have our podcast Talking with Tanya and Beth. They always have great things to say, and they're a good one to watch as well. Then we have at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, our family-friendly, explicit-free show hosted by May Morton called Mayday. This one, if you do cuss or your music has cussing in it, we have a tip jar that you must pay for doing those things because it is a family-friendly, explicit-free show. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m., we have our Wild Card Wednesday show. This week, you'll have to tune in because it's a show hosted by myself and O'Mega Knightmoon. Then at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have the Noe Boy show hosted by Forge and Blacktop King. On Thursdays at 7 p.m., we have our other family-friendly show that is called Chaotic Thursdays. This is for our younger members in the group. If you have children that are under the age 18 who write, create, and produce music, you can reach out to Novastar and he will get you on his show. He prefers kids first, but he will accept adults who are kids at heart on his show, but it's open to the children first. Then at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have our open mic spoken word poetry night. That's hosted by me and Colleen Evans. If you want to be on that, you can reach out to me. And then at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, this is a fun one that we always have. It's our comedy club lyrics and laugh show hosted by Clayton Barnes and Jim B. On Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK is our Global Sounds Top 5 Fakery chart. He's hoping to make this a little bit bigger this time. So if you have songs you want to submit anonymously for his countdown, make sure you get them submitted to him by Thursday evening so that he can get you added to his countdown. I think he's aiming for a top 10 this week instead of a top 5. So hopefully he will get all that situated. But if you're interested, reach out to him on Facebook. His name is Chris Webb, but he goes by Chrissy G on his shows. And then at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Fridays, we have our new member spotlight interviews. That's 4 slots available for new members, legacy members, champion members, founding members. And we spotlight you and a song of your choice. And that's hosted by Clayton Barnes and usually a co-host of their choice. At 9 p.m. on Fridays is usually a show of choice by Mr. OGP Swain. But I believe this week the schedule will be up on Sunday and he has something going on. And I know they're getting ready to do the final round 3 for the Create a Character Comedy Disc Battle. But I'm not sure if that's this upcoming Friday or the following Friday. Just check our schedule to see what he has planned because that's a show of choice. Then Saturdays at midnight Central Standard Time, 1 a.m. if you're on the East Coast, is our Midnight Soul Show. This is our show that's all soul music, and they have good songs there for you to listen to. But if you have soul-based music and you want to be on that show, you can reach out to Valley Girl, Soldier Lady, or Goddess Sunflower to get your song submitted for that show. At 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, they have a show called Hot or Not, where they bring on guest judges and anonymous artist songs, and they will just judge the anonymous artist song and let you know if they think it was hot or if they think it was not, and they will provide the criticism as to why they think it is hot or not. Then you get to us at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is our fantasy fiction live show, which is we'll have topics based on fantasy and science fiction, hosted by me and O'Mega Knightmoon. And then at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturdays, we have our adult-only, parental discretion is advised, 18 and up, Midnight Confessions with Dirty Diana and Dante Vale. That is where people submit their confessions, and then artists will write songs to go along with the confessions. It's a really great show. If you haven't checked it out, tune in tonight at 10 p.m. to check out their show. On Sundays at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have our Global Sound Origin, the series that Mr. OGP Swain has been doing. And it is season, he has a different episode he does each week. It's really good. If you haven't caught the series, I recommend watching it because it's pretty awesome. And then at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, our sister station, Kingdom Sounds, has their show that they do. And if you're interested in participating in that show, you can reach out to Stacia and or Damien, and they can get you on that show if you have faith-based music. And I tried to do this as fast as I could because it is a mouthful paying the bills now, because we are a busy platform that is growing. So if you have shows you're interested or an idea you want to run by, reach out to Mr. OGP Swain. I know we are capping the shows at 20, which means we only have room for 2 more shows in our lineup. And that's
unless a couple of shows are removed, and then they will get replaced by new shows. And our cap is 20, so right now, yes, we have 2 shows available to take up those 2 slots, but if other shows are not as successful, we will be seeing a turnaround to where we will continually be needing new shows. So just keep those ideas flowing, guys.
Yep. And Mr. OGP Swain, our founder of this wonderful group that gives us this platform, is who you talk to about your show ideas. They get it there for them to do what we call a test run.
And that's usually done on our Wildcard Wednesday.
All right. So that brings us to our next entry for the evening, which is you, O'Mega. So tell us a little.
Can't be me.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your song Moonbound. And I know you said you already don't play Dungeons and Dragons much, but if you were to use the character that you had, why did you create the character?
When I used to play World of Warcraft, which is basically the closest thing you can get to D&D in electronic form, when it comes to video games, because they do follow most of the 2014 5e rules, you have characters. And when I played World of Warcraft, I know this is a subclass of the elves, but it's the night elf, and I played a druid, and I played both the restoration druid and also the moonbound druid, which is basically the creature version of that. So basically I played both the restoration druid, which is basically magic spells to help with healing, and then you have the moonbound, which is more of an attack based one that will shapeshift into creatures. And that's why I created this one song, because I remember playing that and I had lots of fun with it. When I did play it, I played it for I want to say about 8 years, maybe 10, and had multiple characters, everything from my beginning character, which was the Night Elf Druid, all the way to when they released the expansion, and I chose on that point the Panda one. I can't remember what it's called. And then eventually got all of the characters up to level 85, and that was about the time that I lost interest because I lost my playing partner.
Pandorian.
Yeah, that's the one. And I also did the Taran, the Alliance Taran one before that.
All right. Well, we're excited to hear your song Moonbound. So whenever you're ready, roll the bean footage.
By moonlight, by dream, by love unbroken. Half-orc born where the Feywild gleams, I learned the roads between waking and dreams. The proud saw tusks and a wandering kind. The forest saw truth in my heart and mind. I follow no road that a tyrant lays, no crown decides where my mercy stays. Through hidden paths when the lost ones call, I cross the darkness before they fall. Moonfang shines in my weathered hand, I guard the weak where the wild would stand. Chaotic blood, but my purpose is clear, I bring them hope when no law draws near. Through every road and shadowed mile, one faithful light has made me smile. A lawful flame through the coldest night, my scarlet stands for mercy and right. I am moonbound, heart and soul, dream and mercy make me whole. Where the frightened call my name, I walk through shadow, storm and flame. I guard the glen, she guards the road. Together we bear the wounded load. Her sacred light, my wildwood grace, stand side by side in the darkest place. She bears the hand of Ilmater, a healer strong, a warrior sure. The suffering hand upon her shield, she will not bend, she will not yield. Dawn moon armor catches the light, mercy's final word burns gold in the fight. She steps between every blade and cry, and calls lost souls back from the night. She follows the law, I follow the need, yet both of our roads serve the same creed. I call the balm of the summer court, she brings down life when the battle runs short. I am moonbound, heart and soul, dream and mercy make me whole. Where the frightened call my name, I walk through shadow, storm and flame. I guard the glen, she guards the road. Together we bear the wounded load. Her sacred light, my wildwood grace, stand side by side in the darkest place. The moon bond rests against my chest, a vow that guides me east and west. Through distance, danger, blood and stone, her heartbeat always leads me home. When written laws abandon the weak, she trusts the path my spirit seeks. She is my lantern, my shelter, my wife, the soul I will defend with my life. I am moonbound, heart and soul, dream and mercy make me whole. Where the helpless call my name, I walk through shadow, storm and flame. Raise the pipes across the night for Scarlet's mercy and sacred light. Half-orc storm and high-elf flame, two hearts carrying one family name. By moonlight, by dream, by love unbroken, by every promise that we have spoken. Where hope grows weak and shadows fall, I stand with Scarlet and answer the call. I guard the peace of those I love. By moonlight, by dream, by love unbroken.
So what you're saying is your character wrote a love song, basically, about why it's a protector of the group. Very interesting. I enjoyed the music behind it and loved the beats, especially towards the end when the drums and clapping came along, because it made me feel like I was actually a part of inside a live show, and I really enjoyed it.
So my question is do you disagree with anything that was said?
No, I just thought it was interesting that it turned your D&D character and song to a love song, and that was kind of cool, talking about how you protect family and stuff.
That's because my D&D character and yours are married in the storyline.
I see Forge over
I
there
thought it
messing
was
with his
awesome, too.
beard. He's got something he wants to say.
I think you did a good job with it, especially with how quickly we built everything up.
Yeah, except for that one thing you pointed out during the live, Yes, Scarlet is holding a staff in the hand that is also holding a shield, so that's really kind of cool.
She's got 3 arms.
Yes. Thank you, Beth. I did actually hear you, even though
Okay.
Scarlet likes to talk over people.
No, I was just going to tell you it was a really great song. I like the beat. The beat was, I was jamming it in my car because I'm driving, back home. Don't worry, I'm driving safely. But, I mean, it was just jamming in my car. I was jamming, so it was a great job.
Thank you.
All right, so I guess it's my turn now to talk about my song and my character. Well, when I play D&D, I like to
Oh, you're
be...
just going to skip right into the song and ignore the
No, I'm
question?
talking about why I like to play my character that Forged helped me actually get the way I wanted it to be.
Yeah, but you're not going to answer the question of which sci-fi or fantasy show
I
is
did
it?
that at the beginning of the show. I said The Walking Dead. It's
I'm gonna
okay.
claim I'm on
Omega's...
drugs.
Yeah, Omega's feeling under the weather, so he forgot that portion. No, okay, so back to what I was saying. I had Forge help me make this character based on what I liked to play when I did it with my college group and everything. I like the elves, and I also like the clerics, because elves are very powerful and the clerics can heal characters. So my character, Scarlet Knightmoon, is a high elf life cleric. So it can be very powerful. It can heal people, and my character was trained by one of Forge's characters in the storyline, which is why my character got as powerful as it could be. And if you saw the YouTube comments earlier, back when I was in college, we would play D&D, and sometimes our group would dress up as our characters that we created to make it a little more fun and the campaigns a little bit more fun. No, I don't do that now. I just go and play and roll some dice. But yes, Forge did an amazing job making Scarlet Knightmoon as powerful as he did after training her under one of his characters. Go
And
ahead,
you're not
Forge. or Omega, whoever. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
it's me. It's me.
Mhm.
So you're not going to talk about how you dress up for Ren Fair every year?
I still do that, yes. I'm talking about when I would do D&D. But yes, I still dress up for Ren Fair. I love going to those things. It's just kind of my thing. If I could dress up and play Scarlet Knightmoon, I probably would. But I know where we go and play nowadays, they kind of frown upon dressing up as your characters.
Not to mention the fact that they never ever actually pave the walks there, so you'd have to be literally walking through muddy areas in high heels, and I just don't see that happening.
Forge, I saw you kind of on the camera. Did you have a comment you wanted to say before we played the song? I was just giving a background of how you helped create my character.
No, I just want to hear what you put out there.
Okay, so my song, I follow the traditional Irish pub that I like to do when we do our fantasy fiction live shows. So I called it Raise a Glass for Scarlet Knightmoon. And whenever you're ready, you can play it.
Raise a cup to Scarlet Knightmoon.
Pull up a chair, let the lanterns burn bright. There's a tale for the table and ale for the night, of an elf in dark armor with moonfire in view. Raise your cup, my friends, Scarlet Knightmoon rides through. She came from the high halls where the silver bells ring, with the prayer on her lips and a shield for the weak. Purple hair like the dusk, emerald flame in her hand. She could quiet a frightened heart with one calm command. When the road turned to ruin and the dead left their graves, she stood between the darkness and the one she would save. May striking bright while her holy words flew, and the whole room remembered what mercy could do. When your courage runs dry and your last candle's gone, you will hear a cry, hold fast, you are not fighting alone. Raise a cup for Scarlet Knightmoon, let the rafters shake tonight. She will bless the bowl beside her, she will guard the fading light. When the blade falls hard and the grave comes soon, she will drag hope back to life. So stamp your boots and sing the tune. Raise a cup for Scarlet Knightmoon. She can heal with the word while she's swinging her mace. Put a ward on your soul and a grin on your face. If a goblin starts boasting, she will let the fool speak. Then a spirit guard circle and the loudmouth turns meek. She has crossed haunted chapels where the cold shadows crawl, held the line in the doorway while the night took the hall. And if one of her companions falls dead in the fight, she will call them back, breathing before the next pint. Raise a cup for Scarlet Knightmoon, let the rafters shake tonight. She will bless the bowl beside her, she will guard the fading light. When the blade falls hard and the grave comes soon, she will drag hope back to life. So stamp your boots and sing the tune. Raise a cup for Scarlet Knightmoon. But she remembers every hand she could not pull from death. Every name becomes a prayer she carries with each breath. Mercy is not weakness and hope is not naive. It is standing in the doorway when the frightened cannot leave. So bring on the race, let the skeletons rise, let the necromancer thunder beneath blackened sky. She has faith in her heartbeat and steel at her side, and the guardian of heaven marching into the fight. No crown on her brow, no hunger for fame, just a shield full of scars and the truth of her name. She will spend every blessing, every breath, every tune to make certain her people see another bright moon. Raise a cup for Scarlet Knightmoon, let the rafters shake tonight. She will bless the raise your cups into the night. Hope is the light that does not fade, and she walks beside those who protect it. Scarlet
I think her name's Scarlet Knightmoon.
You think? I'm not sure.
I
You
thought
did a
it was
good job.
Awesome Beat.
You did a
Sorry.
good job with it. I just had to poke some fun with you.
Well, if you look at my little thing under my name, Scarlet, it says Knightmoon's Woman. Well, you're the one that created the name for me when we were talking about the character. So,
Wouldn't that be Omega's woman?
yeah, it could be that too. But I went with Knightmoon's Woman. But anyway, I appreciate all the nice comments. Like I said, it was fun. I like doing the Irish fantasy songs for our fantasy fiction live because I think they're just fun to dance and bounce around to. Anybody else have anything they want to say before I close out the show for the evening?
You realize you're muted. But I think Forge had something to say.
I was going to say if anyone is interested in getting a character built up or anything, interested in it at all, they can always reach out to me. I'm really good at it. Doesn't take me very long to do it, and I know a lot of the information.
Perfect. So yes, if you're interested in that, we're talking about eventually we want to do an SFR Dungeons and Dragons night, maybe at some point. We can figure out how to get it there. But yes, Forge is the go-to person if you're interested in creating a character because he has the most background in Dungeons and Dragons. Well, we want to thank everyone again for joining us tonight on the Swain Family Records Network for another fun-filled show of fantasy and adventure. As a reminder, when the polls are up, one person gets one vote. All voters must be registered with the Swain Family Records Network for the votes to count. The winner will be announced after the 48-hour poll time limit is up. There are still some polls that are open that need to be voted on, such as the Global Sounds Top 5 Fakery Chart, the anonymous poll. Make sure you go back and watch that show and vote on it. And then we need the women's versus men tiebreaker to still be voted on. Those polls close tomorrow. And then the create a character battle from last night, everyone advanced to the final round, if I remember correctly, because there were only 5 characters. So there's no poll up for that. If you miss any of our shows throughout the week, don't forget you can go back and rewatch them on our YouTube page or OGP's Twitch page and other places that we stream. Twitch, not Switch. Apparently, I'm running words together again today. Once again, we want to give a huge shout out to Moses Swain for giving us this platform to express ourselves. Like we always say here at SFR, if you ain't moving how we moving, get the fuck out the way. Until next week, the portal is now closed.
Oh, nope, can't fucking say that.
You ain't moving how we moving, get the fuck out the way.
Beyond the pages, beyond the screen. Tonight, our stories come alive. Tonight we cross the mystic line where dreams and legends intertwine. From dragon's fire to galaxies, every tale begins within the mind. Heroes rise when darkness falls, adventure echoes through these halls. Every song a story told, every heart a spark of gold. Raise your voice, let the magic ignite. Every dream comes alive tonight. on the Swain Family Records Network. The adventure begins right now.